All right. So today, no trade. I did not take anything today. But I thought about it. I just did not want to put risk on the table. So let's go over what I thought about taking and what you could have taken. So what do we notice? We tap this monthly gap, we get a reaction out of it, and then overnight, how are we behaving? We can see we create a low, we create a high, we retrace right to the 0.79. Create a high or a low, create a high, deep retrace. But we are respecting the lows. Create a low, create a high. And now this brings us into market open. Whether you use this low, I would have used this one, right? So where does that put us? We know that every time we're creating a low, we're probably going to respect it, but we are getting a deep retrace, right? So coming into market open, boom, boom. ES was being a little more bearish overnight. So if you were to take this short, it would be on ES. So we have this general idea. So that brings us into market open. And now from market open, we can see we get a push up, we create a high. Now from here, it would be as simple as just taking this inverse right here, right? Or you could have taken out NASDAQ, but just taking that stops at the high and targeting the 0.79. Well, the issue I had with this was just, it was a very early, well, not early entry, but just overall, I'm more bullish, and I didn't really want to be shorting right now. It's only for one RR, and yes, while I thought it would play out, I just decided to sit out, right? Um, Now, could we have gotten a better entry on the 1 minute? Probably. I didn't even look, but let's see. So if we were on the 1 minute, what could we have looked for? Honestly, bro, probably could have entered way up here, here, here. Oh, sorry, I'm a bit tired. I'd say right there makes sense, but just targeting and playing off the fact that we're gonna have a deep retrace. So yeah, that's about it for today. I did not take that, as you can see, nothing taken. Kind of wish I did, but it is what it is. It's only 1 hour, it's whatever. So I'm gonna do my notes now, and yeah, that's pretty much the recap. Honestly, nothing crazy, but let's go ahead and get our notes done. And then we can see that after hang on. After we did get that, we ended up retracing and disrespecting the low, so that's just putting us into another range pretty much. From there, we just got to see how we behave throughout the day, overnight, and where that puts us at coming into the morning. As right now, I don't feel confident in reading it or a general direction. I would like to see higher, but there is that chance that we just rip down and go to the monthly gap on. Yes, as well. You, just right now, I feel like it's a bit too early to call. I mean, you could get a good idea. It's looking like that's what we're gonna do, but it's a bit early. Not something you want to be, you know, putting risk on the table, at least from my perspective. But yeah. Yeah, bro, I'm just not feeling productive today at all. But, you know, you gotta do what you don't want to do. So, just gotta push through. I would drink an energy drink, but I'm going to the gym shortly, so I don't want to do that yet. But yeah, today is just a good example of, you know, just reading the market, and if you were to trade, just trade within, like, reality, trading within a reasonable area, using what we know rather than predicting, and just being realistic overall. Just getting a good sense, being, like, with the market, understanding. This is how we're moving. We've done it multiple times overnight. Chances are we're going to continue to do it. I think that makes more sense than, oh, market's open, we're going to rip up, or, oh, we're going to rip all the way down. You know, like, I feel like it just makes more sense to use the information we have for sure, and that it's a definite answer rather than predicting things, you know? Alright. Coming into the day, we could see that overnight we kept on making lows, and we were respecting them after we pushed up and made a high, but we were getting very deep retraces to the 80 to 90% mark, the very bottom percent of the range. So using this, while we weren't being incredibly bullish, you probably don't want to long off of the bottom right now. I think it would be more reasonable to short. So after market open and we got a little push up, I feel like taking the 5-minute inverse fair value gap under these circumstances makes a lot of sense and goes directly into with how the market is moving with reasonable expectations. My mental was pretty good. I knew what I wanted to see. I saw it, it happened. The only thing is I didn't act upon it because I just didn't think it was worth it. It was a Monday. I wasn't feeling the best, very tired and groggy, so I didn't feel like putting risk on the table, but I definitely could have. I think mentally I just need to be more prepared, as in getting better sleep, having a better morning routine, and just being ready for the day every day. Today I see some areas for improvement, as in waking up earlier, more reliably, and just going into every day ready to take something with a clear mindset rather than being tired and thinking maybe I shouldn't trade today, because I could have passed my account today, but due to just overall bad sleep and not having the best morning, I decided it would be better to sit out. At least I saw what I wanted to see. I'm still gaining information and learning from every day, but today could have been better. Alright, just submitted my notes into my thing. So let's go ahead and just do a tad bit of back testing, not too much. I do gotta run to Costco real quick. So let's get that done real quick. And I'm gonna really try not to, what the hell? I'm gonna really try not to be doing what I normally do, like, you know, stay locked in for a day and then just back testing wise, just bullshit, take stupid things. So let's see where we are on the daily. We came up to all-time high again, got a little retrace. It looks like we're going back up. We are at the most bullish point, so we probably do want to be more bullish. So yeah, this low was obviously just a retrace. We respected this low. Now we're pushing up. We're at a good point for longing. Now on the 4-hour, we can see ES is definitely more bullish, but this whole area is very high resistance, right? So we can see that we get a pullback here, while here we are respecting all of the lows. So from this shows me that from here, we might retrace, right? We might retrace all the way down to there possibly, while on NASDAQ, we could push past that low and go up, or we could just rip up, right? Now going down to the hourly, you can see we're starting to get a little bit of rejection, but you know, overall, I think the bias is definitely all-time high and being bullish. I don't know what the hell just happened to NASDAQ. That's annoying. Where'd you go? There you are. Again, where did you go? That's annoying. I don't know what the hell that. Like, come on, bro. What are we doing? So yeah, going into this day, looking for longs on ES. 15-minute, we can see we're creating new highs. I feel like we should respect this low, but I mean, dude, what the fuck? All right, so yeah, let's go ahead, play first 5 minutes. Dude, you know, that's great, bro. We did all that. It wasn't even that fucking 9:30. Like I said, if you respect that low, rip up. Nice, dude. Fucking nice, dude. That's great. What a waste of time. Anyways. Alright, where does that put us? We have all-time high, new all-time high, create a SMT off all-time high, retracing into a gap, retracing into a gap. Right? That makes sense to me. Respected this high again. So with that, we could get a deeper retrace. We could edge this high. So we definitely want to just look for an obvious displacement towards all-time high, showing us that we definitely want to go there. All right. I feel like that's pretty good. NASDAQ is kind of rejecting. So let's go ahead and see what the 1 minute will give us. Okay. All right, so we do have a 5-minute gap here that honestly, I think I'm going to limit order it. We definitely want to go up there. Probably throw our stops right there. But yeah, that's looking pretty good to me. Hopefully we don't get cooked here. Or at least hopefully we get tagged in. Dude. Hope I could go break even. Yeah, dude. Honestly, real time, realistically, you probably not want to see that. That's cooked. Let's go see why we didn't go there. See we're creating highs, rejecting them. Here, same thing. We sweep a few, but I guess we just don't have it in us to go there, you know? Yeah, okay. Edge, yeah. This is why I don't like all-time high, man. I feel like this happens just all too often. I feel like it just happens way too much. Alright, so let's start on the daily. We got a new day opening gap. Go up to all-time high. Push down. NASDAQ definitely lagging behind. Okay. Filled it in here. We have a gap. Might go lower. Until we disrespect this low, though, I probably won't be shorting. I still do have the new day opening gap here. So the first 5 minutes bring us. Okay. Very bullish. Oh. See how we react off this low. We're struggling very hard to take it. We reject. Come back down. Don't take it again. Now from here, this would be something I'm open to besides the fact it is 12 p.m., but just for, oh shoot, I'd have to enter there. Wasn't really paying attention. Just for data collection, let's go ahead and take that, you know, see how that plays out. Yeah, okay, nice. The retrace was a little scary. I would imagine that volume continues a little bit. Nope. Right back down. Alright. So that was based off of SMT and displacement. Should have got an earlier entry. Obviously I wouldn't be trading at that time. Okay. Where does this put us? We're definitely bearish now. We're within a gap. Where can we go? See if we got a weekly gap. Okay, we tapped a weekly gap. Okay. So we tapped a weekly gap, daily gap. Now we're coming out of it. We have a 4-hour gap, but those are way less powerful. What is the 4-hour showing us? The 4-hour is showing us we're struggling to go down. We're slowing down a lot. We're holding this low. Bullish structure on the 1 minute. Alright, so ideally, this low will hold, right? Okay. There's really no targets that I like right now. I feel like we're just chopping up. So we're really struggling to take that low out. Okay, so tomorrow we're definitely gonna be very bullish. Alright, yeah, we pushed up a really good bit. Oh, we actually pushed up all the way to all-time high. Wow. Shit, man. Again, edge it on NASDAQ. Where does that put us? High, high, high. Every time we put in high, deep retrace, deep pullback. So from here we have this 4-hour gap. None on NASDAQ. We're within that hourly candle. Is it a Monday? It looks like it. Is it a Monday? No, Friday. Okay, so yeah, we have all-time high right there. 4-hour gap right there. Let's go ahead and see what we can get. I feel like ES should be leading, which is kind of weird. So this low should hold, right? But we'll go ahead and put it down there. Just to be safe. It's really looking like we want to go up there. See what we get. We're gonna edge. Nice. Okay. Yeah, that was a pretty good trade. We got our pullback, pushed up. I do wonder if NASDAQ will go up now. Edged it again. Wow. All right. Let's get one more day here, or one more trade. So whenever we get our next trade, we'll end it off of that. So on the 4-hour at all-time high again. Okay, buy NASDAQ. Right. Yeah. Boom. So this high is all-time high on ES. What do we notice with this? Push up, get a retrace, push up, retrace, push up. So using that, we probably should just rip up here, but we just want to see that volume continue. Ideally, these lows, both of these lows should hold if we are truly bullish, right? So let's go ahead and see what we get. Okay, so ES pushes down to it. struggling to take it out on both. All right, we sweep it on NASDAQ. Now this puts us in a position where NASDAQ, we make the SMT, right? NASDAQ inverses that gap. So from here, we'll scale up a bit. Okay, let's see what the 10 a.m. gives us. All right. And so we push down lower now. Struggle to take it, push down lower. Now we're in this area where we have this 1 hour gap. Boom. Bit lower on on NASDAQ, so within the 4 hour gap again. Do we want to go all the way to the unfilled 5 potentially? Wow, we edge it. Was it also 15? Nope. I mean, we pretty much tapped the 15, and that's that. So we get a big pullback. Okay, okay. Bro, what is going on?
Holy crap.
Okay. Are we at 9:30? Yes. Okay, so now we're in a spot where it's like we're at all-time high, we're kind of chopping. Unless we get that really obvious push towards it, you probably don't want to trade. I mean, at least I wouldn't. We're very wicky, very choppy. But we push up, come down, push up, come down, push up. Are we gonna put in a new high? Potentially, potentially not. Let's just see which direction market wants to go in. Let me mark some stuff out real quick. Okay, going again. All right. Yeah, okay. All right, go back to the 4 hour. Great. Wow. All right, so we push up to all-time high. Sweep that, sweep that. All-time high right there. Probably gonna take it off open. Let's see. Yep. Take it off open. Start to reject. Okay. So we're really rejecting at this low. So if we respect it, potentially we could go up. We reject from it, tap that gap, inverse the gap pretty much. The 15 didn't tap a gap, tapped one there. I don't know, man. It could just be a retrace to go lower, but okay, yeah, that's not surprising. Holy bro. Yeah, I do have to go to Costco. Gotta get my dog some medicine. Yeah, if you're able to catch that, that'd be crazy. I'm just gonna go ahead and end it there. I really do have to go. So yeah, that wasn't too bad. Not the best either. Just trying to really get used to like reading the market like that, but you know, it is what it is. I'll get better as time goes on. I'll catch y'all tomorrow.